Welcome again to Life in the God Lane. I'm Tom West. These are some power verses for the day for Saturday, May the 14th, 2022. We're going to finish up the first chapter of the Gospel of John today. And then tomorrow, we're going to jump into what I'm going to call Win the War from Ephesians 10 through 18. We'll spend a few days there. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the little bell so you get notified every time I roll one of these things out, which is at least once a day. Give me a thumbs up. Make comments. Help me get this out to as many people as we can. I call this the basics. Jesus is Messiah. John 1:43 through 51. I mentioned before that I loved the Green Bay Packers when I was a teen. Now, between the ages of probably 12 and 18 years old. And in those years, they won the NFL championship in 1965. And then in 1966 and 67, they won the first two Super Bowls. They had amazing football teams. I'm told that their coach, Vince Lombardi, started training each year by holding a football and saying, "Gentlemen, this is a football." And then he taught the basics, blocking and tackling, and just started from scratch. Taught these professional football players from the basics up. The four Gospels are kind of like that. They're about the basics. And we get away from that sometimes. We need to go back to it. The basics are desperately important. We'll look at John 1:43 through 51 and finish this up. We'll read a few verses today. The next day, Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, "Follow me." And Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. Philip found Nathanael. He told him, "We found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." "Nazareth? Can anything good come from there?" Nathanael asked. "Come and see," said Philip. When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said to him, "Here is a true Israelite in whom there is nothing false." "How do you know me?" Nathanael asked. Jesus answered, "I saw you while you were still under the fig tree before Philip called you." Then Nathanael declared, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus said, "You believe because I told you I saw you under the fig tree? You shall see greater things than that." He then added, "I tell you the truth. You shall see heaven open and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." Jesus found Philip. And he said, "Follow me." And Philip found Nathanael, told him about Jesus. Nathanael wanted to know what good could come from Nazareth, because Jesus was from Nazareth, his hometown. It was not a very cool place, didn't have a great reputation. So he was skeptical. And so until Jesus identified him as an Israelite in whom there is nothing false. Nathanael wondered how Jesus knew him, and he asked him. And Jesus just told him that he saw him while he was under the tree before Philip called him. So what does Nathanael do? This is important. He says, "You are the Son of God, the King of Israel." It was super basic for Nathanael. He figured out that Jesus was the Son of God and that Jesus was the King of Israel. That's basic. It's like blocking and tackling in football. It's as basic as it gets. If you don't get the basics, you can't play the game. And the basics in Christianity are that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, the King of Israel. He's the King. He's the Lord. The Gospel of John revolves around 9 miracles that drive home the point that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God. He's the Messiah. The only way to get out of this world alive, that's Jesus. We're all going to die, but we get out alive if we surrender to Jesus as our King. In fact, John 20, verse 31 puts it this way. "But these are written," these things that this gospel's been about, this is near the end, "but these are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name." The basics with Vince Lombardi. This is a football. With Jesus, I'm the Christ, the Son of God. Put your trust in me, and you can have life in my name. You can beat death and get off this planet alive. Jesus, the basics. Hang on to those. Hang on to him. Never let go. I will talk to you tomorrow.